there folks, rinimt here and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. In the last part we started up the Four Lords quest. And now it's time to return into the Rift. I was hoping it was back to the Rift. That would have been the perfect segue. It's not time to head back to the Rift and return to the Rift. There we go. I already ruined it, but whatever. Arya, I'm glad you're here. In case you haven't heard, we've observed a huge surge of anomalous energy coming from the Yawn. I have a nasty feeling this means Omega's ready to go ahead with the next stage of its experiment. Master Garland is on his way, so let's hear what he has to say. Care to share your thoughts on this, Chief? Our colleagues on the ground have reported the appearance of mysterious floating structures inside the Yawn. If you recall, we were investigating a similar anomaly when Alpha and Alt-Roy made their appearance. Omega certainly knows how to get our attention. I blush to recall the evenness with which we plunged into the abyss, ignorant of the war of gladiatorial contest that awaited us within. But what a staggering collection of opponents plucked from the pages of both history and fiction for their ability to pose a threat to Omega. Should you prevail against these interdimensional champions, what then shall be your pride? Why, a battle against the most devastating weapon this world has ever seen. How marvelous! He says with eyes aflame. For once I wish you were being sarcastic. Anyway, the energy surge. Based on our previous experience, it seems highly probable that it is our signal to rejoin the fray. Needless to say, it is an invitation we cannot refuse, not when the alternative is Omega unleashing its creations on Eorzea. Well, Arya, are you ready to answer the call? Leave it to me. What could we possibly face that could be terrible, right? Well, I'm afraid Biggs and Wedge won't be answering any calls just yet. They're still mending from the ambush in the control center. Yes, of course, we'll just have to struggle on without them for the time being. Don't worry, Nero and I will see to it that you receive all the support you need. Defeat is not an option. Quay! I do believe Alpha here agrees. Oh, that reminds me, I've got something special for you, little fellow. Come with me. Quay? What much could you have for Alpha? Oh my god, he's just so adorable! A custom-made Ironworks uniform! Oh, you do look smart, I must say. He is part of the expedition team after all, and considering the dangers lurking in that rift, it's only right that we give him some protective equipment. How very thoughtful of you, Jesse. And then there I was thinking you were just sizing him up for a new range of merchandise. Unlike you, I could do two things at once. I wish I had that uniform. Really? I wouldn't be seen dead in it. This is perfectly acceptable attire for an engineer. Sturdy, practical, and best of all, most stains will scrub right out. I'm not sure it lasts long on you, what with all that fighting, but if you're desperate for a set, you're welcome to have a word with our tailors. Fascinating though this discussion of Ironworks garmenture undoubtedly is. Might our time not be better spent, say, traveling to the Yawn? Omega waits. I'm just gonna fangirl over how cute Alpha is! So cute! Oh, I should get some gear. Normally I would just go to Kugane, but I'm here already, so... Monk... Grab that... Really? One? Tombstone short. 1. 1. Fine. I will get the belt then. Be that with me. Alright. Let's go. Peering stones. Solo instance time. How inviting. I'm ready when you are, Arya. Say the word and we'll take the plunge. Right then, into the yawn we go. I am with you, mortals, along with what scant wisdom I can provide. Welcome back to the Interdimensional Rift. Well, the rift seems much as it did before. And we appear to be mercifully solid. But I do detect some changes. If I'm not mistaken, there are fewer eggs floating in the ether. Welcome, Alpha Group. Your prompt arrival is appreciated. Omega, it would seem your experiment continued in our absence. Affirmative. Progress has been satisfactory. Approximately 50% of the test subjects have been eliminated. Each test world holds an ongoing contest wherein the strong eliminate the weak. The process is certain, conclusive, inevitable. Every result matches the predicted outcome. Every result, except yours. Should these images cause you distress, please examine them closely. Without suitable stimulation, you may not exceed your calculated probability of success. Your survival is crucial to my study. Through you, I must continue to explore the contradiction I have discovered in your otherwise impotent kind. The ability to triumph against overwhelming odds is one which I must acquire. Foolish machine, what hast thou to show for all the years that have passed since the culmination of our war? Not save thy continued existence. Hast thou no thought for what befalleth thy home star? Your attempts to provoke me will not succeed. I will follow my programming. Fight, win, evolve. Then I will return to... Error. Accurate rendering of planetary label impossible in current mode of communication. Terminating exchange or returning to priority experiment. Alterations to equipment parameters detected. Recalculating projected combat capabilities. Complete. I will now commence recording your practical performance. Proceed, Alpha Group. Overcome the obstacles in your path and reach the end of the course constructed for you. Seems we have our orders. Shall we cut a path through the chafe then? Quay! Are those some nice cards? Which means, one moment. Card, game, play. Play! You mean to play a part in proceedings this time? Quay! Of course that's what you meant! Well, we do have authorization to fight in this area of the rift, so I suppose there's nothing to stop you from joining us. Welcome aboard, Alpha. Oh yeah! Still fighting this evaluation. Let's watch our step though, and one of Omega's monitors. On your mark, are ya? Hello. Of course it's shielded. Leave the barrier to me. Quay! I'll mind the trap. Well, you're stuck for now. Alright, so we've got some Sigmascape rotors here. Same sort of deal we kind of saw it before in Albania. That's taken care of. Quay! Child's play. It's been a poor welcome thus far. Let's just move along, shall we? Because I have to wait for everyone else. Alright. Arya? Alpha? They're not here. We've arrived on different platforms. Come, Nero, we have to find them. We do have other visitors first, and they don't seem keen on letting us pass. My, aren't there a lot of them? Come on, Alpha. Oh my god, this is so cute! You just had to bemoan our poor welcome, didn't you? Can't blame my new employee for creating a challenge. Oh, that's so cute! Alright, so Koja, some of these space guys that we found at Yamcha before. Do that to me. Don't have to avoid that. Oh, another 1,000 bars. No son of thy companions. Fight on, mortal. Quick, quick! Alpha takes out a card. Oh-ho, a timely trick. Thou didst mimic the action well. Over there, flash of light. Could be Arya and the others. Splendid. Let's get on with it then. Right. Are we ready to... No, apparently not. Fortunately for you, I came prepared for the occasion. What a perfect opportunity to field test my latest creation. Oh, hello. Nero battle music. Behold! Mark XLA near Iron Nero, complete with a new and improved. My name is Jolner Gunhammer. Step aside, Garland, and bear witness to the devastation. Okay, so we have more of these rothers and facers. Why did I get two of the rothers? I guess he has two of the facers, so it works out. Oh, goodness me. One last pass just to help wrap things up. Come on. Bring them all together, please. I feel like a spider or something on my leg. Alright. Maybe not. Alright. Let's go. Alpha takes out the card. Was that one of your cards? Good work, Alpha. Man, it's really handy to have Alpha around. Oh god, that's creepy. Finally, a proper challenge. I trust those tedious barriers are behind us. So this is Davaluma. It would appear so. Let's finish this. So Davaluma was a Final Fantasy VI boss. Ow. I'm being tank bustered right now. That's fun. Ow. Seriously, what the heck? Aura Cannon, let's go ahead and avoid that. And duty complete. That would seem to be the end of them, and of the path as well. As far as operational duration goes, that was pushing the limit. Still, it should suffice. In between scrambling to stay out of the way of Nero's new toy, I found myself wondering about that card you used, Alpha. Care to explain? He boasted that it's but one of many tools at his disposal. Glenn! Be not deceived by his appearance. Like all of Omega's creations, Alpha was chosen for his prowess in battle. Analysis complete. Results match revised projections. At this rate of improvement, you will fail to qualify as subjects of note. Midgard Stormer, your parameters are notably inferior. Dost thou yet believe me, the mighty worm I was in life? That incarnation perished long ago. My fate was sealed the moment I delivered my spawn onto this far-flowing star. That they might be suffered to remain, I did offer up my life unto Heidelin, abiding thenceforth in spectral form, a servant to be summoned in her hour of need. Your account correlates with my records. It explains why I arrived on this planet only to find that my journey's purpose was lost. Of necessity, my priority shifted to repairs, even as I searched for a new target of sufficient strength. Yet, I still do not understand why you aid these creatures. I think the recent plan, but mayhap 'tis not so for a soulless machine such as thee. By thee in thine was my home laid waste. The sound of thee, thy very scent, visited upon me a tempest afraid. I but lend these mortals what little aid I can render. Illogical. If your purpose is to facilitate my destruction, it would require an entity far more powerful than you were at your prime, Without the Miso such might, your presence here is meaningless. The experiment continues. Alpha Group, your next opponent awaits you within the Sigmascape. Enter and commence the contest.
Right.
That should do it. Our new base of operations is up and running. Now what I'd really like to do is delve a little deeper into Omega's past, but as our dragon seems disinclined to indulge my curiosity, we had best focus on the task at hand. Let's get on with conquering the occupants of this Sigmascape, shall we? No slowing down. Before we cross the threshold, we should take a moment to discuss where we stand. That is the test world you need to conquer, the Sigmascape. Is that a mask or a face? The castle was certainly surprised, but this is rushing on disturbing. And we currently have no idea what it might signify. My first instinct is to dive straight into our analysis. Problem being that without a reference point from within the Sigmascape to start from, we have no way of knowing if we're even analyzing the correct data. Which means you'll just have to go in blind. Hardly the best way to enter into a fight, but needs, must, and all that. Are you up for the challenge? Can I ask you to join her, Alpha? We seem to be fine out here, but Arya will need your authorization if she's to do battle inside the test world. Keep your wits about you, Savior. Your next opponent could be almost anything. Almost anything. Quick! Alpha appears eager to proceed. You may enter Sigmascape V1 whenever you are ready. Must pet Alpha more. Just chilling here with my buddy, waiting for Sigmascape V1 to pop. Hello, Alpha. You're so cute. "17 minutes later, we finally got it. So welcome to the Sigmascape. Destination? Choo-choo! We've located the correct data. Your public feet. A train? Here it comes! So yes, welcome to the Final Fantasy XIV tier. Alright, so yes, this is indeed the Phantom Train. So, We need to avoid these spots on the ground. They are going to do damage to us. They're going to spawn ghosts. This is introducing us to the ghost mechanic. I don't believe you actually can run in there. Head on! We need to run the heck away. If you're a tank, you can use your oh shit button to eat this. Also to avoid getting the knockback there. So, it's teaching us that the light ghosts do not like the light. So, we need to keep that in mind for the rest of the fight. That light, the things are just extraordinary purification properties. So, we do need to bring these back, and I'm the only one bringing it back. Because everyone else has to do their damage. Alright, so Diabolic Headlamp is going to be a tonal stack, or a line stack. I should say, not tonal. Different move. Diabolic Whistle. With this significant spectral activity, find a way to banish them. So now, the ghosts are going to tether to one player, and 2 lights are going to spawn. These lights need to be dragged onto the ghost, and the ghost needs to be dragged onto the light. Or, you know, they'll run like a dummy with their head cut off. That works too. Doom Strike is the tank buster. So if the ghost catches you, you get warped into another realm for a little bit. Let's get these run out, because we are about to spawn. Little those things. Okay, it's not proximities. Right. So we need to avoid these ghosts here. Alright, there's the proximities. These need to be baited far, far away. Not like this. No! They need to be dragged back. Not dropped at the front of the train. Acid Rain is just going to do a general raid-wide AoE, and then the Phantom Train is going to pull back. And the pull alongside us! So this is going to spawn a bunch of putrid passengers. You know what to do. AoE. By the way, this is one of my favorite fights in Omega, so, yeah, and then we are going to get bumped up. We can ignore this. This is the mechanic what would happen if we didn't kill the passengers fast enough. It would have been that wind. Once more. And the Doom Chimney is shattered. We are now being throttled, so we are gonna be KO'd if we do not get hugged by a ghost! I told you I just love this fight. Seriously. One of the best fights in Omega. So we need to fight our way out by destroying ghosts. I'm just feeling slow here, aren't I? I always like to be one of the first, and I don't think I'm gonna be one of the first here. Yeah, the tanks and the healers often win. That was a second DPS. Lame. We are invincible for the first little bit when we come out. Also, there is a small Easter egg potential in one of those rooms. And that Siegfried could be spawned. The tank is not here yet. Ow, I'm tanking. Why am I tanking? Why was I tanking? Alright, so more ghosts are gonna spawn. However, Phantom Train is done for. So short. But seriously. One of the best fights in this whole entire race series, I think. So like, come on, you fight a train! You just don't get to suplex it. We fight a train! come on! Like, seriously, come on. By the train! The Phantom Train! Oh no! Thank you. That trouble from afar. Thank you for Doma. No, the waterworks! Thank the gods you're fast on your feet. When I first saw you be facing a train of all things, I assumed I was hallucinating. But with that oddness behind us, we can be fully certain we have the right set of data for the Sigmascape. What we've been able to determine is this is a recreation of a devastated world. Unfortunately, we have not found any clues as to its origin. We came across several familiar terms, Doma included, but the arc of history is inconsistent with our own. Given that Omega draws from realms which could be fictional or even other dimensional, we can only guess at the source upon which this Sigmascape is based. But if it was fictional, it seems safe to assume that the author had a bad experience with a train. An unfinished masterpiece. Where? I expect you're still recovering from your last fight, but we should probably go over the details of your next opponent all the same. According to our research, you'll be pitted against a foe known as Shatternook. Not a train this time, but some manner of animated painting. To be perfectly clear, the name refers more to the evil spirit that's taken up residence within the picture, but the picture part will be the key to our strategy. To that end, Nero has thrown together a little something I thought might be useful. Thrown together, he says. You know how difficult it was to translate your abstract fancy into an actual tool with practical applications? What you demanded was nothing less than a miracle I have delivered. I seem to recall you insisting on constructing it yourself. Still credit where credit's due. Well done. History will appreciate my genius. To you, I present the fruits of my labor, the Chocobo Brush. I won't confuse you by trying to explain how it works, but suffice it to say that I have adopted the tool to combat the peculiar nature of your rival. To put simply, you'll be able to directly influence the space around you by painting pictures. Naturally, this process will require paint. As for the color, subject, and the efficacy of your masterpiece as well, much will depend entirely upon your own artistic sense. Now back to you, Garland. Do you even notice the absence of a steaming cup in my hand? If you truly value the efforts of your colleagues, you might consider filling the bloody kettle from time to time. Or is that another task his lordship the chief can accomplish without the help of his subordinates? Listen here, Nero. I apologize for the damn kettle, but this has nothing to do with my upbringing. Alpha? Alpha? What's up, bud? Next to the kettle is one of Alpha's cards. Its face illustrated with a depiction of spring water. Quick! Alpha appears keen to begin the next encounter. You may enter Sigmascape V2 whenever you are ready. Okay, so the one that said less than 5 minutes took 17 minutes, and the one that said 5 minutes took 2. Cool. Ah, what a splendid atelier. Look around you here. Plenty of things in which to dip that brush. Alright, so to kick things off, we're actually just going to go hit an anchor. I have claimed the girl in the picture. She's mine. You can't have her. How long since I possessed such a masterpiece? No one will get in my way. Alright, so we have demonic Shatternut here. Omnipositional, I do believe. Demonic Shear should be the raid wide. No, that is the Tank Buster. Sorry. My bad. There's a Demonic Scream and a Demonic Shear. So, paintings are my world, the wellspring of my strength. That's how I treat you to an exhibition. So, it's going to tether onto a painting, and we need to go over and use the brush to get the buff we need. Portrayal Fire! Revel inspiring magnificence as your bodies turn to ash. So we get a vulnerability stack and take a ton of damage if we do not get that fire resistance up there. Tank Buster. Also because it is tethered to the painting, it doesn't move, and that's why it's omnipositional. Alright, so it's going to release here. Also, this is why you hold on to your shoulder tackles at this point. Alright, so it's going to possess. It's going to possess onto this. I'm actually going to go ahead and try and push this here. You have a slight moment from when it possesses to when it actually does the thing. Straight over the pick the fury of the land. Is that the ground beginning to tremble? So yeah, you need to get in a little flying machine to avoid that. I am being targeted with a chasing attack here. And the summoner did not move. So Demonic Howl is the raid one. Should be releasing here soon. I don't know why the summoner took the water again, but it did. But they did. Alright, so we can release here. Let's go ahead and dash over to it. And it's now just going to go ahead and possess the next thing, which is going to be a Tidal Wave. So only one person actually needs to do this particular painting. And it's really annoying to be melee on this particular bit. Because you have to wait for Demonic Wave to go off. Or you can really dash in, and you have to know the timing. You can kind of optimize your DPS if you know the timing, but it's really annoying to do. Demonic Shear, Tank Buster. Alright, so it's going to do target 4 party members for a attack, and then target the other 4 for the same attack. If you get hit, it's a vulnerability stack. Alright, and release. going to possess the wind painting. So one person is going to want to take this. And Typhon manifest in a splash color. So only one person can actually take this one. Behold the trail of wind, how helpless you are before its ferocious gale. So it's going to spawn a bunch of Easterlies. The person who takes Typhon needs to blow these away. Otherwise, everyone gets a vulnerability stack. People will often take the Typhon and not know what they're doing, and it's really annoying, actually. Alright, so this is a proximity tether. You need to stretch the tether out till it's a purple and not having the arrows on it. If you still see the arrows, you need to go farther. It doesn't look like we're going to see the actual next phase, but the next phase that would be after this is Shadownook would take control of 2 paintings at once. So like the next one they'll do is fire and then earth. So you'd wanna, fire and water. So you wanna take the fire one first, so you get fire resistance, and then make the boulder be there so you don't get hit by the tidal wave. And also I think it does like fire and earth, and then it doesn't do the Typhon one very much. I don't really see much past the first little tether. So yeah. Welcome back, Arya. I was on the edge of my stool watching you attempt to paint while it's fighting. You soon seem to get the hang of it. I'm glad our makeshift solution worked as intended. Our makeshift solution worked as intended because I made it work. Painting is as easy as is intending. I feel I should remind you, however, that the brush was very specifically designed with that arena and that foe in mind. Against aught else, it will avail you precisely as well as any other brush. Yeah. One moment. This is Garland. That's great news, and we... Oh, they did? Did they? Understood. We'll meet them out there. That was Jesse. Apparently Biggs and Wedge consider themselves well enough to pay us a visit. They're on their way to the yawn. Fancy a brief jaunt to the surface. No, thank you. I have data to analyze. Fine, just the 3 of us then. Gwen! Chief, Arya, and Alpha too. I didn't mean to drag you all the way from your work. Nonsense. After all you've been through, how could we not come running? Speaking of which, should you even be walking? The Cheruja will probably want to have words with us later, but we couldn't just lie back and let you brave the rift on your own. Do you even have enough hands for that much work? Who's taking care of all the little jobs? Yes, the little jobs. It does seem that you two have spoiled me. I only recently learned that the kettle does not, in fact, fill itself. We're muddling along somehow. Arya's been the pillar of strength as always. Alpha has proven to be a stalwart companion, and Nero has been invaluable and insufferable in equal measure. As for the test subjects themselves, they're certainly formidable, but Omega's experiment hasn't broken us yet, so go home, heal, and don't come back until you've fully recovered. It's good to hear that everything's going well, but you call us the moment anything goes wrong. We'll be out here in a wink, even if we have to crawl. Listen to me, Alpha. That uniform you're wearing makes you an official employee of Garland Ironworks. That means you call on us whenever you're in trouble, and that we can call on you. It means you're not alone. Biggs and I have to go away for a while, so I want you to look out for Arya and the Chief for us, alright? Queh! Queh! Oh, before I forget, we brought you something to put a little spring in your step. You can't find Omega's creation on field rations alone. So we get an option of a bunch of crafting material, or crafting materials, or just stat boosters that never use. Okay, cool. I think there was a crafting materials, but now what have we? This next one seems strong, but exhibits no other noble traits. How dull. The true challenges this fourth opponent, but if I can find the patterns hidden in the chaos, this knowledge and reason will prevail. For even the most random actions are products of an underlying logic. One has but to isolate the behavioral triggers. It tastes like salt water? Oh, I would. I need to take a closer look at that card. Alpha group shows signs of recovering from recent trauma, initiating action to maintain desirable stress levels. Well, bye, Nero. Won't let you pass. Alpha and the Chief have already gone back in, so don't let us keep you. Our colleague over there should be glad to help you make the descent as soon as you're ready. This dreadful experiment may have a way to go yet, but if you keep taking it one battle at a time, you'll be finding Omega before you. I mean, it will all be over before you know it. What? Can I lower you into the rift, madam? I may not be much use in battle, but I can at least do a small service. Okay. Back, are you? We should return to the task at hand. Everything all right, Nero? You look a bit green around the gills. The kettle was full of salt water. Not the best stuff to brew coffee with, it turns out. Really? Well, it wasn't my doing. Of course not. That involved you filling it. The water came from Alpha, created by one of those cards of his. It was very thoughtful of him to make the effort, but next time I prefer a beverage that didn't leave me feeling ill. In any case, you can handle support for this third battle on your own. I want to begin preparations for the fourth. Fair enough. Alright, Arya, your next foe is simply known as the Guardian. Unlike that ordeal with Shadow Nook, this battle promises to be relatively straightforward. Courage and steel should be enough to win you the day. Okay. Hi, Alpha. Alpha seems concerned about Nero, but otherwise eager to proceed. You may enter Sigmascape V3 whenever you're ready. Okay. Still not as bad as Sigma V1 was for a Q. You know, the best fight, one of the best fights in this whole series. Come on. Guardian will transition between a host of different combat programs to try to keep track of which does what. Weapon system online. Running basic program. Guardian. Engage. Alright, so we need to get out from the front because it's going to do a Magitech right there. That was the wrong button. I thought I had a but evidently did not. So it is going to load here, and it's going to load what is on the screen. So this is going to be a knockback. We need to watch our back so we do not get bumped into the barrier. If we do, we get paralyzed. Ow. Yeah, so ideally there would have been someone on every single tower there, but the summoner decided that they don't want to do that. And also, we are going to have a Dada spawn here. And there's a spray there, did a burn effect on the person, and there goes Dada. So now it's loading Air Force. So we need to go out here, and I totally got hit by that. Ow. That is a long stun, holy heck. So, missiles are going to go across the screen. We need to watch out for them. Alright, running Ultra combat program. Let. Alright, so it's going to do a bunch of nonsense super close, a bunch of ink. And there goes that summoner. Another diffractive laser. And tentacle simulation. So it's gonna pull up the tentacles here, like so. And they're all gonna go crush that way. And hello, Ultras! I have more lives than I do arms! Flight systems online, running air raid combat program, safety measures, disengage. So it is going to do some air raids here, pointing at particular spots, and then landing. Or not landing, cannon, and then it lands. There we go. That's the order of things here. Alright, loading up. That thing. Bibliotap. So we need to do Bibliotap here, basically. One more person here. And we barely got them all. So that was essentially, whatchamacallit? Google, that's the word I was looking for. Deep Darkness in. We should have a out, but we're also having to deal with a Magitech right here. Yeah, by the way, I really hate this fight. So, Arm & Hammer, by the way, is the tank buster for Guardian. Alright, so it's loading that. Air Force 1, I believe? Yeah, Air Force 1, diffractive laser again. I totally got hit by a stun again. Run program. I thought that there was like a bomb thing in this fight. Oh, here is Air Force. Go ahead and take out Air Force. chill out here, do a little dodging, and avoid that. Main cannon on target acquired, open fire, and land. I am in front of it. Good job, Rennie. Oh, here's the bombs. So, you have to do them right. You have to do this lid upside correctly so that they don't blow up horribly. I need to play my job correctly so that, yeah. Anyway, we're starting the loop now. We are now going back into Dadaluma. I don't think there's anything new. I'm gonna do a shockwave and knock back again. And that's Omega Tier 7. I am horrendously bad at that particular tier. It's just because I haven't practiced this tier much, and there's so many different mechanics you have to remember in it that I just never remember them all. Anyway, that was Sigmascape V3. Congratulations, old friend. Judging by the lack of smoking holes, I'd say you have a natural talent for avoiding laser beams. This is what passes for a straightforward battle in here. Phantom trains possess pictures, and this Magitech-like machine, assuming it was real, the realm of the Sigmascape is based on, must have been highly advanced in both the arcade and the mechanical arts. This is truly pity we cannot identify the test world's origin. Imagine how much we might have learned from such a civilization had we encountered it under different circumstances. Now is not the time for such idle thoughts. The next battle will be the last for this world. You should have a strategy to share with us by now. Test World of Ruin. This is it. The final battle to conquer the Sigmascape. We put together a profile of your next opponent. You've encountered some fantastical foes in here, but this time you will have the novel experience of fighting an actual person. His name is Kefka, and he's a jester. According to the data, his preferred mode of fooling didn't just bring the house down, but the whole world. Apparently, he found comedy in the tragedy of others, and condemned countless thousands to death for his own amusement. That the jester should bring such misery. It is almost amusing. Nevertheless, we must treat this villain with all seriousness. His rise to godhood and subsequent rule over a shattered world is clearly documented in the records. Kefka is a formidable mage and a cunning one besides. Your tactics must account for both his power and his trickery. You've been working on a solution, yes? Will it be enough? Will it be enough? Have you ever known me to do anything by halves? The jester's face paint is a mask for his intent. If you only watch the surface, you'll be fighting at a disadvantage. To put it bluntly, Kefka will seek to deceive you. Even as you predict his actions and adjust your position, his true attack will reveal the feint for what it was. This is where things become interesting. I've tuned this monitor to allow me to observe the Sigmascape with greatly enhanced clarity. If I observe a discrepancy between Kefka's behavior and the impending attack, I will endeavor to warn you. The timing will be critical, of course. How confident are you of the strategy? I predict a 50% chance of success. Any delay, however slight, in reacting to his feints will render my warnings all but pointless. Isn't it exciting? There is no safe way to practice this, hero. We must test our tactics on the field of battle. Okay. I'm afraid he's right. I'll lend you all the support I can from this side. Make what preparations you need and head into the Sigmascape. We can't let this jester have the last laugh. Quinn! Embrace your destruction. It is the fate of all things. The People can always rebuild, and new lives will always be born. A fragmented conversation that accompanied Kefka's data. His was the first line, but there was no mention of who uttered the reply. In life, there is always hope. How predictably forthright of you. I'm sure it was a hero much like yourself who gave the original response. Go on, champion. I'm tired of waiting for the fun to begin. Okay. Alpha? Quack! Alpha is clearly poised to spring into action. You may enter Sigmascape B4 whenever you are ready. Okay. Let's do this thing. I am a little bit less bad at this particular fight. Still not good, but less bad. You'd think that'd be good, considering I've done Savage. I wield the greatest power in existence! I don't remember what voice I gave him years ago. He may as well be the dirt on the bottom of my boots, or the dirt stuck to the bottom of that dirt. I will destroy everything. I will create a monument to non-existence. Wait, this is regular music? Okay. Destroy! 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 I will destroy it all! Alright, so... let's just go ahead and beat up Kefka. So, that was a tank buster. Okay, didn't catch it. So, Blizzard Blitz. We need to go out. And... flagrant fire. We need to spread. Storming Thunder. Avoid the lines. Oh, you forgot my tells, have you? Have you? His posture to change is slight, but it's shifted somehow. Keep an eye out for his trick. Blizzard Blitz. Alright, let's just stand right in it. Cool. Yep, so that is his trick. If you see the question marks on the attack tail, it's fake. And you need to fail it on purpose. Quick now, make your peace with death, because I'm making your death with all these pieces. There it is. Blow them away, all the way. Whoosh! So, we need to watch for the graven image, and we need to watch for the arrow here. We may have arm's length too soon. And there goes half the group, because they were on the wrong side. Alright, open upsurge, regular AoE. Hyperdrive, that is a tank buster. Flagrant fire. Give me another spread, I believe. Nope, this is the staff one. And Blizzard Blitz, but this is a true. So, we want to stay in and not fail it. Am I over here? Or over there? It could be really could be anywhere. So you want to get behind him from where he teleports to. Otherwise you will be in that. Not in this one, but I think it's the next time he does that. Oh, looks lively now. Must I give you a push? He will do a knockback there when you see arrow assault. So you need to make sure your back is not to the edge. Alright, Tower is building in the Graven Image. And he is doing a fake. Now. Oh, and there goes to DPS again. Ultimate Upsurge. Hyperdrive. Do you think you'd want? Oh no, no, no! We've just begun. Scorch just half or twice the fun. Run, run, or you'll be well done. Alright, Power's building the Graven Image, and you watch for which side has the color to avoid this nonsense. Another Ultimate Upsurge. There we go. Alright, so it's coming on the right again. Also a Flagrant Fire. This is a spread, not on me, thankfully. Thrumming Thunder. True. So do it on not fail it. And Timely Teleport. Again, get behind them to avoid that nonsense. Get ready for an Arrow Assault, potentially. Nope, doesn't look like he's doing one here. Graven Image. Watch for this again. Hopefully does it on the other side since we're all kind of over here. And he is doing it on the other side. Feather. Fake. The DPS. Alright, Hyperdrive. Still alive? Unbelievable! I really insist you must die. What? Are you looking? Why are you looking? Shouldn't be looking! So you need to make sure you are trying to look away there. The best bet is to just make sure your back is to the tower back there. And that'll help you look away. Another Ultimate Upsurge. So there is also a look at the tower. Looks like he's gonna do it here, I think. Right before he dies. Yep, so this is the fake with a true thunder, of course. Ave Maria. And here he goes. But wait! Hold on! There's one more part to that fight, isn't there? I lost. How can I lose? I just can't believe it! We're missing part of the music. We're missing part of the fight. What's going on? Savage. Sorry. So yes, God Kefka is the savage fight. You do have to go through the tower. But then there is a checkpoint, and then you fight God Kefka. So same with Neo or Exdeath. You go into Neo Exdeath. I'm guessing. I think there's a checkpoint there. Yeah, there's a checkpoint there. And I need that. Oh. Yeah, give me all the nonsense. Thanks. So Dancing Mad movement 1 through 3 can drop in that treasure chest for Orchestrions. Movement 4 is purchasable, I believe, once you beat Savage. That's it, isn't it? She's won. The contest has been decided. Alpha Group is victorious. The Sigmascape test will now be erased. Come on, we should go and find Arya. Nero? Talk to me, man. Are you hurt? You could say that. I had a visitor while you were attending your little Ironworks reunion. Omega, damn it! We should have never left you alone after what happened to Biggs and Wedge. As if I would trail along behind you, like some sniveling lapdog. No, chose to remain, and behold the results. This was my victory. It was my ingenuity that defeated these foes. Even your precious warrior of light. It's just another variable in my grand experiments. Alright, Nero, save your strength. I'll fetch Arya and Alpha, and then we can get out of here. Garland. The next round is yours. But you can't keep holding back. It's time to unfeather that brilliant mind of yours to do what must be done. And I'm not just talking about what becomes of Omega. You cannot preach freedom through technology and keep yourself locked up in chains. Alpha? Alpha! Hey, bud! Hi, buddy. Another battle won. Thy might knoweth no bounds, child of man. The Sigmascape has been terminated. Congratulations, Alpha Group. Congratulations, Ariana. Consistent with previous performances, you have once more defeated a foe of vastly superior combat capabilities. I've constructed a theory to explain this phenomenon. In order to conserve life energy, you subconsciously limit your output during standard activity. I have taken this factor into account when calculating your potential, but judging by the wild fluctuation in values, is it possible your limits are exceeded by an unprecedentably high degree when engaged in battle? Current data unreliable. Accuracy of further experience may be compromised. Recalculations necessary. You will exhibit your full potential unrestricted by self-imposed limits. Prediction. Placing subject in mortal peril will facilitate the collection of desired data. Reveal your power. Let me measure the extent of your existence. In precisely 180 seconds, I will terminate your life. You are to attempt to escape with every last reserve of strength you possess. Your participation is unnecessary. Do not interfere. Curious, it would seem, the circumstances of thy birth taint not the purity of thy life. The seed which all mortals nurture is found within thee too, Alpha. As for thee, Omega, after the passing of eons, is this truly the extent of thine evolution? I glimpse the core of thy wretched existence, and judge that my guidance here is no longer needed. Guys? Even I cannot fully bend the rules which govern this place. I have reached beyond my strength at the last. But so be it. Such a death becometh thee not. To slumber shall I betake me for a time. The incarnation I leave with thee will be mine in form, but not in spirit. Midgard Swarmer, again your actions are incomprehensible. Heed me, empty vessel, thine all too clumsy efforts to draw out that which by thine own admission defieth thine understanding is the very height of folly. Temper thy desire, trust to the results of thine experiment, and when thou hast witnessed these immortals to the fullest of their glory, then mayest thou determine if the prize thou seekest is thine for the taking. Acknowledge, attempting to artificially elicit potential has failed. Tend to your injuries, Alpha Group, and prepare for the next round of testing. Alpha? Hurry, Alpha, I need your help. It's Nero. He's... It would seem we all have a tale to share, but not here. Come on, we're leaving. Madam, the chief has already departed for Rollicus Reach. A few of our people were on hand to help him transport Nero. Oh, and I was told to tell you that Jessie expects a full report as soon as it's convenient, and by that she generally means now. Alpha's good. Let's go. Arya, I was told you made it out of the hole, but nothing beats seeing you with my own two eyes. In case you're wondering, Nero was taken straight to the infirmary. The chief should be back soon with news if you don't mind my waiting. Chief, how is he? Not good. It seems one of Omega's nastier minions paid him a visit in our absence. He's putting on a brave face, but having seen his injuries, I'm surprised he kept going for as long as he did. The Cherugians confined him to bed. Even should Omega extend his next invitation, Nero won't be coming with us. Aww. Midgard Swarmer is taking a lengthy nap now, isn't he? And it won't be long before our base camp is lost to the rift again. When the time comes, I'll join the expedition myself. The challenges will only get harder, and you'll need someone reliable at your back. I appreciate the offer, Jessie, and I may yet take you up on it when the time comes. Let's not make any decisions just yet. I have a lot of thinking to do about what's happened, about what lies ahead. Quinn. Poor thing, he seems worried. Thank you for trying to save me. a smile out of him. We may not understand what he says, but I think we can understand how he feels. Right, much as I'd like to stay and chat, we all have work to do. Sooner or later, we're gonna have to face Omega itself, and we've all seen what it's capable of. We need to be stronger. We need to be ready when Omega calls on us again. Let's make sure that we are. Alfie, you're so cute! Alright. Initializing. Welcome. How may I assist you today? Salvage Initiative, Phase 2. Good morrow, valued employee. Thank you always for your tireless efforts. As part of the Salvage Initiative, we bring you Phase 2 of our Mending Melody selection, a composition designed to rejuvenate both body and spirit. The song brings to mind a gentle sea, the ebb and flow of the tide, a rhythmic balm upon the exhaustion of your soul. As with our first installment, we sought the cooperation of the same illustrious minstrel. For this piece, it seems to draw inspiration from his recent visits to the Far East. No. Close your eyes and float upon the calm ocean of music. Let your worries be carried away by the waves as they swell and recede. Swell and recede. Clear your mind and allow new vistas to unfold. Hear, feel, and ponder their mysteries. Sigmascape Salvage is now accessible. Did I say salvage? Salvage. So, Sigmascape Savage. Sigmascape Savage. So, much like with Omega 4, it has a mount! And it is the Air Force. It does play the Movement 1, I believe? But yeah, so it's Air Force. So yeah, there you go, that's the Omega 8 Savage reward. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing if you really enjoy it. Consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keep being content like this and more. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt, signing out. Bye!